Hello, my loved ones, and welcome back to the Soulmate Journey Empath. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much to all of my subscribers and my Instagram followers. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please do take a look at the content and see if it resonates with you. I'm developing new content. This reading is one of the new pieces of content that I've developed. It's an interactive reading that will allow you to pick a card. And the topic of this reading is the soul contract. What type of soul contract do you have with the person that you were thinking about when you were drawn to this reading? And so there will be several different cards. The decks used are displayed over here to the left if you're interested. And essentially there are three different storylines here, okay? And so timestamps will be in the description box below, but just take a moment, loved ones, and figure out if there is a pile that is appealing to you. I'll give you just a couple seconds to do that. And I want to show you the stones that were selected for each pile. For pile number 1, we have amethyst. Amethyst. For pile number 2, we have selenite. Selenite. And it just is glowing. There we go. There we go. That's our selenite. And for pile number 3, we have rainbow fluorite with some teal, some indigo, some violet, some green. All right, so that's a rainbow fluorite point. So go ahead and select whichever pile resonates with you. And please do check for the timestamp below to get your reading. All right, loved ones? So I'm going to go ahead and begin with pile number 1. For those of you that chose pile number 1, again, that was this beautiful amethyst. All right. And this one does have an extra message, so go ahead and pull that up for you. And 3 tarot. All right, loved ones. So the way that this reading will work is we do have an overall soulmate message from the Journey of Love Oracle deck. And the message about the lesson for you, loved ones, in this relationship is hidden beauty. This is number 45. 4 and 5 add to 9 in numerology. So this tells me from the get-go that there is something about the contract you have with this person that is supposed to help you learn self-love. There is some wounded ego energy that may come across as you being guarded, maybe being insecure from time to time, doubting yourself. When things don't work out, your initial inclination is to blame yourself, to figure out, well, what did I do wrong? And assume that the blame lies with you, okay? So this is also very empathic energy. So you may be sensitive or have some gifts. Empathy is what I keep hearing. So, and what's difficult about having a gift like empathy is separating your feelings from the feelings of others, and learning how to process them without internalizing. And this card speaks of someone who has some ego energy out of balance, in that there's not self-love as deep as it could be in your foundation. And so your contract with this person is going to help you find that love, that beauty, that compassion and empathy that you have for others in yourself. And what's really interesting is the sacred geometry activation that we have for you, loved ones, is authority. This is number 10. It goes to 1. And again, look at all this solar plexus, sacral chakra, and some heart chakra energy incorporated as well. But more importantly, this is balancing those chakras, starting with the sacral, where you may be carrying these old wounds. It's very frequent for empaths to purge feelings out of the heart space because they're too difficult to process, their own feelings usually, rather than the feelings that they're perceiving from others. Empaths tend to process others' feelings before their own. And this is when your empathy is too wide open, where you have not established healthy boundaries for yourself. And this can come from a place of like a low self-esteem, feeling that you are less than, feeling that you are not good enough, feeling that there is something inherently wrong with you that keeps bringing all of this conflict and emotional turmoil and heartache into your life. So this authority card, 1 is an individual number. It's an empowerment number. And with all of the solar plexus energy, what I'm seeing for you is to get in touch with balancing that solar plexus so that the heart that's sitting above it is balanced and not too wide open to overcompensate. And there's just a little throat chakra stuff in here too. And so communication is an issue for you as well, because you are processing the feelings of others rather than processing your own. And you have a beautiful gift. There's a mission for it, but you also have your own karma. And what this tells me is past life, you pretty much have surrendered for other people's needs. And it's overly integrated into your life right now. And in order to resolve it, balancing these chakras is a great way to begin. And hearing I statements, learning how to make I statements, and really getting in touch with yourself, and having respect and love and empathy for yourself like you do for others, and realizing, loved ones, that that does not make you selfish. That's part of your karma. And so here we have the devil energy. This is number 15. 1 and 5 goes to 6. So this is about balancing. Your way to balance this karma is to master those things that make you feel caged, that make you feel hurt. So mastering your own balance. And look at all this beautiful heart chakra energy. Okay. But there's also this yellow solar plexus, like some healing of ego energy, that really your perception of doing anything for yourself, you feel your ego energy is out of balance with this. A lot of indications with this yellow coming up so much, and the green as well. And so this is realizing that, as a great friend of mine likes to say, putting on your own oxygen mask first is not a bad thing. It's not a selfish, it's not an evil thing. And so having this devil comes up really tells me that there is this struggle in your karma between altruism and self-sabotage. And so this devil card is telling you, master these insecurities, these feelings that are unresolved karma, that you don't deserve to put up boundaries, that you don't deserve to have some agency in how things are working out for you, and thinking that that's selfish, and it's not. And this card is out there to tell you that. All right, next up we have, if I can get it off the table, the Magician card. So manifestation, again, here's a 1 with the Authority card. So I'd like to show these to you together. And I think the message is that this message is the key to you being able to manifest the happiness that you're looking for, the security that you're looking for, to know that you have the power to do that. Here we have manifest and authority. So and this is beautiful energy too. Beautiful energy too. So next we have this 2 of Cups energy. This is water energy. 2, again, a great balance number. And what I'm getting from this is those of you that were drawn to this pile, in your karma, you are not aligning yourself with the type of connections that you really want from people, because you're not finding someone that is on your frequency, that relates to you. You are stuck in this karmic cycle where you are fixing and repairing and healing other people. And as an empath, you do want to feel connected to others. But this Magician energy has to come in first. See, he's manifesting a heart. And there's a heart over here that's tended to, that's shared. You really have to come into your power and develop. And here is why I say that. Your next message out is the 9 of Pentacles energy. And the 9 of Pentacles is all about security, independence, health, vitality, knowing that you're capable of this manifestation, that authority, that you can do it yourself. And so big message that I'm getting for those of you that selected this pile is part of your karma is that in order to get into a reciprocal emotional relationship of the depth that you're looking for, you have to quit being afraid of being alone, because you have some self-work to do. And even maybe getting on the same page if you're in a connection with this person and that they aren't just teaching you some of that devil karma. Because what I get here is that this is a situation that does not feel like an equal give and take with the person that you're contracted with right now that drew you to this reading. And so if you're already in some kind of connection and it's painful, you feel like you're experiencing this devil energy, the message for you is focus on yourself. It doesn't mean abandon the connection, but focus on yourself for a little bit. And when we see what's coming out next, it will make a lot of sense why. So I'm going to move our tarot over there real quick. So next out, we have this Chariot energy. This is number 7. And the Chariot is all about movement. Movement. So what I'm getting is movement in this connection. Movement in this connection requires you to work on yourself before it's going to get where you want it to be. And for those of you that were drawn to this pile and are not currently connected with this person, you are going to align yourself with people that you can connect with that 2 of Cups energy after you've done your self-work, and this card beckons positive movement forward. Positive movement forward. Now, for those of you that are in a connection with this person and it just feels emotionally distant, this is a collaborative energy, and it comes in right after the coming together. So what are some obstacles right now? We have 2 of Swords energy. Again, 2, a balanced number. One or both of you is refusing to see the greater lesson to be learned here. Very much in a wounded heart space. A wounded heart space. And so I think here, and look at, there's the third eye. I think here that there is some refusal to see a lot of your own value, loved one, in this connection. And there's also some refusal to see on this other person's behalf. And what I'm getting is that you should check Venus placements in this connection and see if they are in hard aspects, and also check Lilith connections and see if they are in hard aspect. This person shows their love differently. Okay. Next out, this is really interesting, and I'm going to tell you because those 3 cards there are about the person that you're dealing with. So here we have 4 of Swords energy. This is taking time out to clear your head, to relax, to think things over, to get things straight. And what's beautiful is if you look at this card, what I see is someone aligning with their higher self. And your higher self would tell you that the lesson to be learned here is some self-love and appropriate boundaries. And what's beautiful is the 4 of Swords is also about boundaries. They're not threatening or defensive boundaries, but a boundary has been set. And so look at, this is making peace with your higher self, that it is okay to set a boundary. It does not make you selfish. And look at this third eye energy here, but look at this golden solar plexus. So solar plexus balancing for sure. And that is going going to help you significantly, because here we have number 5, throat chakra. Not resolving this karma makes it difficult for you to truly communicate your thoughts and feelings the way that you want to. You are stifling yourself. You're holding back. And here it's telling you, too, with this devil energy, this is someone who's caged their own heart. So while you may not be feeling a lot of emotion coming from the other person in this connection, there is something about you that is closed off as well, that you're resolving. But look, after communication improves, we get to the 6 of Pentacles energy. And I think what's really important is, in terms of what's going on with your karma and your soul contracts, I consider these Pentacles energies to be the way that they are working in our everyday reality, in 3D, as we like to say. So in 3D, this is a step that has to happen for you in order to receive that karmic balancing. And what's beautiful is this is the promise of it becoming balanced. 6 of Pentacles is a minor arcana card of balance. And look, there's balance. And really, really interesting here. So tending to this solar plexus chakra energy, tending to yourself and realizing that it's not selfish, is going to it's going to raise the frequency of this heart chakra energy from the green spectrum to the pink, which is higher frequency heart chakra energy. And look at the balance with this in communication. So self-work here. There's some self-work here. And here's what I'm getting about the other person. So this other person is not quite sure. They're kind of emotionally tentative. When you do get emotions from this person, it's a flood. But what I'm getting with the 8 of Wands, this is fire energy. It's an 8. It's transformative. Is they're transforming from, this loving energy, this tender energy, to a more passionate energy. And it looks, these messages are coming in, going down. They're not taking off. So what I'm getting is that this person that you have this soul contract with, when they do show emotion, they're more likely to show the more passionate, the more quote unquote negative. I would just say lower frequency spectrum of emotion: ego, anger, pride, jealousy. And they have a temper. And they know this. And so this person is embodying this 4 of Swords energy too. Like, they need to do some examinations of the way that they are connecting their heart with their head and their thoughts. Okay. So this contract, in terms of your end of things, of what you need to be focusing on and what you are supposed to be learning from this connection, loved one, is really that balance between having a heart that is way, way, way too wide open, that is kind of out of alignment, and recognizing that balancing that solar plexus and having some boundaries, working on your sense of self-worth, is really essential for this connection. And for some of you, that will resolve the karma. And if it's not from this connection, The healing that you're doing is going to bring you into alignment and give you that positive movement forward. And again, I love how this well-deserved reward, this Nine of Pentacles, this solitary, this seeking energy is coming out right above this Four of Swords energy, which is really getting in touch with your higher self. So those are my messages for you. Group number 1, I hope that they were helpful. I hope that they gave you insights and perspectives so that you can put the work in to this soul contract and to learn the most from this connection. All right. I'm wishing you love and light. Oh. All right, next we will be doing group number 2. Group number 2 is the Selenite. The Selenite. It's kind of hard to see with this bright light, but beautiful shimmery stone. All right. Got some excellent messages so far. Okay. All right. And then we have 3 cards about the person that you're dealing with. We'll put them down here at the bottom until we get into the reading. So first things first, if you selected group number 2 with the Selenite, we have for you number 54, 5 and 4, add to 9 in numerology. 9 is a very spiritual number. And here we have Earth Angel. So if you selected this pile, it is more than likely that you resonate with the concepts of being an empath, a Reiki healer, a starseed, a light worker, a Gaia worker, whoever you are and whatever you identify with, you definitely feel like you have a mission. Whether you have identified what that is or not is going to vary person to person. Again, this is picking up on general storylines like collective energy. So it's not going to be specific to you, okay? But these messages may resonate. Take what resonates. The purpose of the connection you are in is to help you identify that you have a spiritual mission or teach you more about it, okay? So this is very beautiful energy. Very, very beautiful energy. And look at the light. Absolutely beautiful. Now, the activation that is going to help you move along is absolutely beautiful energy as well. You have number 35, perception. 3 and 5 add to 8. It's a transformative number. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. So again, very, very strong indications here that you have some type of spiritual mission. And there is a hint of some sacral chakra here, some heart chakra, and some solar plexus chakra. And they're integrated. And we also have this swirling. So this is pretty interesting work. Pretty interesting. What this is saying is this key to your perception shift is going to change your energetic field. It's going to change your ability to recognize some of these karmic lessons. So, what are things that have been going on in this connection? Well, we have 8 of Swords energy and 5 of Pentacles. So in your headspace here, you have been feeling trapped, feeling helpless and hopeless. But this being 8 of Swords energy is really coming back to this first message of perception, because 8 of Swords energy is self-imposed. A self-imposed mental blockage. Perception shift is very key for you if you selected group number 2. And how is this manifesting itself in your day-to-day life in 3D? We have 5 of Pentacles energy. There's been an abrupt change, and change is something that you are resistant to. So, because this is so broad and it's about soul contracts and karma, I don't want to call any individual signs, but I think that it's worth mentioning that that's difficult for fixed signs. So you don't have to be a fixed sign, but you may deal with fixed sign people. You may have a fixed sign moon. So you may look into that in your natal chart. But essentially, you're feeling alone. You feel like you're not aligning with other people. And really, what you're going to need to do is go through this moon energy. This is number 18. 1 and 8 add to 9. Again, 9, a spiritual number. And you have 2 9s already. Okay. So confronting things, being honest with yourself, being honest about other people, and how you truly feel, how you perceive the situation. And when you do have a spiritual mission, when you do have align yourself with a higher purpose, it can be alienating at times because you feel like you're alone. And I see very much that that's a feeling that you experience, loved ones. You feel that loneliness acutely. But 6 of Swords energy, moving out of your old perception. Moving out of your old perception is what brings in healing. And look at this heart chakra activation. So a perception shift is huge. It's huge. And this person is the catalyst for you kind of coming to some realizations, for you facing truths that maybe you have pushed aside, or you haven't been willing to see things clearly. And what's coming in next is here we have this 7 of Swords energy. So if you don't feel like what has been presented to you has been truth, you're willing to pull back the veils and find it. And again, with these 7s and 9s, really strong energy of someone that is doing spiritual work. All right. So as I was saying, with you having a mission, with you having abilities, this connection, this confronting things so that you can shift your perception. This is literally like being able to lift the veil to find that truth, and there's light. But she's also going toward her own path. She's going toward that yellow energy, recognizing that her path is her path, and she has to be true to it. This is beautiful. So after that realization, here we have 2 of Wands energy. We have balance. We have momentum. We have movement forward. She lifted the veil to find the path. You're going to lift the veil to find your path with this perception shift. And you're just going to be open and ready. And look, it's an ascension path. So very, very strong message to me that if you selected the Selenite, that you do have abilities and a spiritual mission. So what do we have coming up next? We have 6 of Cups energy, water energy. This is love coming in. And what I get from this more than anything else, because I do specialize in soul journeys, is that you are going to align yourself with some soulmates that are going to help you on your spiritual mission. Truth be told, you may have had, some ideas. Oh, I wonder if you may have gone down the rabbit hole looking up different gifts, different abilities, different energies that people resonate with that are bigger than the material world. But you were kind of, oh, well, is that just fantasy? Is that just what I wish? No, that is your mission. It's your soul journey. And so this is telling you that this person is the catalyst to you really embracing that and aligning with people that you have soul contracts with. And what does that lead to? 8 of Wands energy. This is all about communication. And it's going to lead to success and growth. And, cups, we incorporate a little bit of intuition with, but fire is very intuitive energy as well. So what I see here with the earth angel, with this tree here, with what can happen if you're able to resolve this karma through this perception shift is that your mission, your soul journey is the path is going to become clearer and clearer. And if this tree connects you to your tribe, there's more and more and new contracts coming in, soul contracts coming in for you. And opportunities to nurture this energy on earth. So success and growth for you under healing begins. So I also pulled 3 cards to get some overall energy about this person that you have been dealing with. And what's really interesting is I see that in the past, you have tried to offer a deeper connection, and this person is kind of Like they have their arms crossed. They haven't let you all the way in. And also, I see you feeling kind of a little bit of despair and boredom yourself with a situation like this. So I hear it doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. And I have this person also coming in with the Magician energy. And so what I'm getting is a sense that this is someone that you feel like you have unfinished business with. Because they have been trying to manifest the connection getting repaired. And they have this Two of Wands energy as well. So that's really interesting. That's kind of where you're both at right now. And so seeking truth is going to be the most important thing for you. Your truth. Your truth. Also, if you haven't been able to get to the depth of connection that you would like to have with this person, the Magician here and you both having the Two of Wands, it could be with your perception shift that things will be in better alignment with you and the person that drew you to this reading. But again, this is the key, I think, to your soul contract with this person. Either feeling bored or discontented, or feeling like this person just hasn't opened up all the way and let you in. There's 3 cups, but we can't make it. Can't make it to the full 4. So, if you picked pile 2 and the Selenite, big things happening for you. You do have a higher purpose, and Spirit is just really asking you to confront things that are difficult for you about yourself, about the relationships in your life. And once you face those truths, there's going to be this perception shift, and healing can begin, where you can then lift the veils and seek the truth, spread your wings, align with others that you have soul contracts with, and experience this passionate growth, this success, this mastery, if you will. So all about perception shift for you, and recognize that part of your specific mission with being an earth angel with this 5 and 4 to 9 and the moon card 1 and 8 to 9 is that your big lesson is you have some confronting to do before you can get to a point where you've healed and are ready to go forward on your mission. All right. So I hope those messages resonated with you. I hope they help you on your soul journey, my loved ones. And I wish you love and light. All right, and group number 3. If you chose group number 3 as a rainbow Flourite, It's quite beautiful. The camera doesn't do it justice. Okay. Rainbow Flourite. All right. So pile number 3, wow. All right. Pile number 3. Your soulmate message is ethereal touch. This is number 27. 2 and 7 add to 9 in numerology. So there's a very perseverant spiritual quality to this relationship. Very, very much so. And this is a huge triggering relationship. For those of you that selected the Rainbow Flourite, doesn't have to be, but at least for some of you, this is a divine twin partnership. So the activation that we have for you is number 22, the divine masculine. The frequency of divine masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. So again, 2, the number of balance, 22, 2 2s. Okay, and this is just one of the reasons why I'm saying this might be a divine twin. With the ethereal touch and divine masculine here. What this is telling me is whoever the masculine is energetically in this connection is the one going through a lot of change right now. And this is one body. This is not multiple bodies. It's light. It is one soul. And then we have this 2 2, divine masculine, 9 being a spiritual number. So first, in this connection, this connection is disconnected right now. This soul contract has unfinished business. Here we have the Tower card. 1 and 6 add to 7 in numerology. And the Tower is all about things toppling down because of divine intervention that are not built on a solid and stable foundation. Not built on a solid and stable foundation. So the things that are not serving, the things that are not solid and stable, the things that we no longer take with us, topple down. And only what serves us and only what is solid and stable and positive is going to remain. Unless you keep rebuilding with the rubble of what came down. And that's where we get stuck in our karmic cycles. So this person that you're dealing with, you are probably simultaneously going through this Tower moment. And a big lesson here, there are so many lessons. So many lessons. And then they're ending in balance, which in this Psychic Tarot of the Heart, this is a twin flame card to me. Definitely. So yeah, a lot of disruption. And look, we're holding the heart space. Holding the heart space, trying to protect it through all of this change. So what is the advice for that? This is just wow. Detach. This is number 11 again. That's a twin synchronicity. This would be the Justice in traditional tarot. And the message of this card is where there is imbalance, release attachment. Detach. Detach. The detach and the release. Just absolutely beautiful energy. So yeah. In divine twin partnerships, ego really takes a knocking, right? In any kind of spiritual journey, with awakening, with consciousness, ego is really going to get deconstructed. And in this situation, it's really getting deconstructed. And the way in which this is happening is that there is detachment. Detachment from the situation. So that it's kind of like the old adage, see, the dove is being released, that, you know, if you set something for, if you love something and you set it free and it comes back to you, it was always yours. Big lesson here in this. And yeah, being able to release it, being able to release it, being able to let it go, having the faith with the dove here, having the faith to know that it's all going to work out, that there's your own free will, your own agency, but that also the universe has you. And here we have strength energy, number 8. This is transformative. Releasing your issues of control. Control is another ego-based energy. It's releasing control. Why? Well, look at these owl wings. There's wisdom and magic. Wisdom can be sought. Perspective can be sought by relinquishing this control. And owls have amazing night vision because of the way they're able to move their heads around. And so really what I'm getting, especially with the eyes being emphasized here, is there is going to be tranquility in the expansion of your perception if you're able to let things go. Let go of what no longer serves you. Let go of expectations so that a chapter can close. Here we go. The World card, number 20. Things that are no longer serving you have to be cut out of the way in order for this new chapter to start, this abundant new chapter where things will be prosperous, where things will blossom. Where things can be embraced. And this I see as a further awakening that is necessary. Again, we have a 2 here. 7. This tower is an individual part of the journey. This detach, release, control, blossom. Those are shared parts of the journey. And this embrace energy is individual. This is your own enlightenment, your own awakening and understanding. that leads to this Empress energy. So here we go. That's a message for divine masculine and divine feminine. And essentially the message is the same. Get in touch with the masculine, get in touch with the feminine, balance them. But that balancing has to happen individually. So there is nothing here that really says which is which, whether you are the masculine or feminine loved one or cross watcher. And next out, we have the Temperance card in traditional tarot. 1 and 4 goes to 5. It's about change. And what is changed? This is coming into balance, coming into union. So this is just amazing that if you go and you check out the other readings, this is all major arcana, and the other readings did not come out that way. So this is a very powerful message for those of you that it's resonating with. So we pulled 3 cards also to find out a little bit more about this person that you've been dealing with. And with this Knight of Wands energy, this is something that it feels like it's in and out of your life, like in and out of your life. You want it to blossom. You'd like to see it progress, but it's like in and out energy. And there's a reason for that. This rebuilding process. If this is a divine twin relationship, then there's mirroring going on. And I see this embrace and nurture both being 3s. That's your individual part of the journey. But by the time that gets balanced out, then we get to this shared energy. Okay. And then here we have Devil energy for this person too. And really it's trying to break old cycles, old ways, things that they feel bound to. Okay, things that they feel bound to, things that are counterproductive, things that are in excess. Maybe this running in and out, is part of their karma that they're resolving. And also, if they're in and out, and this is a divine twin situation, then that is very much runner chaser type behavior where this person is a runner. But, this way of doing things has to shift for this person because they're feeling very burdened. They're feeling like they don't know if they can continue doing things this way anymore. But the 10 is the boiling point. And, look at the way that these cards are going. This card, this energy is riding away from the burdens and the old karma that needed to be resolved. So, if you pick this pile, loved ones, I send you lots and lots of love and light. Again, you can see you have some very large karmic lessons that you're going to be working on with this soul contract with this person. And you may not be divine twins, but there is definitely in this connection, if you're not divine twins, then this is a really deeply spiritual type of other soulmate connection, a romantic soulmate connection. But really what I see here is 2 people that have some of the same karma that they are resolving. And part of this needs to be done individually for them to come back together. Okay? So I hope that that brings you insights. Again, I wish you love and light, and thank you so much. If these messages resonated with you, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. My Instagram is soulmate_journey_empath. My email is soulmatejourneyempath@gmail.com. And please connect with me so that I can pick up onto your energies better and continue providing you guidance on your soul journey. Take care.